What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to an update on Aptos and the APT coin. Of course, wanted to do a quick update on that because, well, first of all, today is a pretty big day for crypto. Later today we'll have the interest rate coming out from the Federal Reserve in the US. But apart from that, Aptos is obviously also still very interesting to analyze. Monday we had a minor bearish breakout, but before that we were still holding on very well on top of that 17.5, 17.3 level. So I just wanted to make a quick video looking at what Aptos is doing, but also taking a look at the technicals. And just in general, giving you my thoughts on what to expect. So as you can see, the volume of Aptos is still very high. It's around it's dropped down almost 50%, but it's still at 900 million, 35% of the market cap. So there's still definitely potential to get some nice moves today. We'll talk about later what I expect today in terms of move for Aptos, but it's definitely possible. Apart from that, the Aptos ecosystem is doing fairly well as well. Still, the total value locked has dropped down a little bit since the 30th. But it's still very high. I mean, we're still in a very steep uptrend. We're now around $60 million in total value locked. And apart from that, the other statistics have been have been decent. They haven't really been growing, but they have been consolidating, and they have slowly been growing if we're talking about the daily active addresses. So now that we have a little bit of fundamental oversight on Aptos, if you check out where the volume is coming from, still most of the volume is coming from Korea, which at this point is just really the usual. Usually when there's, and most of you know that, but usually when there's a lot of volume coming from Korea or coming from Korean exchanges, I usually say that there's a higher chance of manipulation, so there's a little bit more risk in the price. But for Aptos, it's been like this for the last 2 weeks, so it's just the way it is, and we know a little bit how to analyze Aptos now, so it's not that big of a problem. So if some of you might remember, what I said last time around is that we would probably drop down from $20, and I said that we would drop down to this level between 17.5 and 16.5. Which is pretty interesting, or 16.5, or at least that level around it, which is pretty interesting because in my opinion, this means that even now that we had a bearish breakout through 17.5, I still think we're bullish. We're not as bullish as we were because now 17.5 has really solidified itself as a very strong key level, and when we're below that, but still I would argue we're pretty bullish. I mean, we're still ahead of or we're still on top of that $15 level, for example, which is very strong. We still have numerous FIBs down here and also strong ones. We're above the 50 EMA and we're reacting to that. So altogether, I actually do think that today still we can at least stay on top of $16. And what I expect is that we'll probably consolidate between 16 and 17 and 17.5. And then ahead of the interest rate decision, which is going to be huge and going to make the market move a lot. So I cannot do too much of a long-term analysis on Aptos. If you want to know more about what I think the interest rate decision is going to do with the crypto markets in total, stay put, because this afternoon I'll make a full video on that. I'll also post that on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, that's more for that. But I am expecting ahead of the interest rate to get some bullish momentum. So for Aptos, I think that's going to mean that we'll just consolidate between 16 and 17.5. And then at some point, I think we'll be able to break above 17.5 and kind of shoot up until the interest rate. And then we'll move accordingly to the results of that, which I'll fully explain in either the Discord, I'll also do it in the Discord, or in the video. So check that out. But for now, that's a very short-term analysis and my take on Aptos. Bye.